Okay, so this video, I just want to just chat with you guys just a little bit. And basically, I want to tell you, okay, I don't know when I ever started liking dolls because I can't remember ever not liking dolls or not having dolls. Ever since I can remember, I've always had dolls, from Cabbage Patches to It's Alive to Baby So Real, um, to Strawberry Shortcake. I even had My Little Pony bears, Rainbow Bright. So I've always had dolls, lots of them actually. Even after I was grown and had kids, I had about 16 to 20 dolls. And over time, over years, originally I wouldn't let my kids play with them, and my mom said that was selfish and I should share and let the kids play with them. Well, kids take things and they leave them with the sitters or at daycare, and eventually over time, all my dolls were, lost or destroyed, and you know, so that's why I'm so protective over these dolls. Of course, these are a lot more expensive than the ones I used to collect. But what happened was, I don't remember how old I was, but I know I was up in age. And my grandfather boss had invited us to her house. She was having a Christmas function. And as we walked in, there was like a doll standing really tall, and it was holding a ball. And I thought, I was like, that's cute. Didn't think much of it. And as we were going through their house more, I started seeing them strategically placed all throughout the house. And I thought, wow, that is really awesome. And I was just so fascinated. And I'm holding my grandmother's hand and I'm whispering in her ear, Grandma, did you see that doll? Grandma, did you see that doll? And it's like they were, just very realistic looking dolls. And so the lady, her name was Miss Dewey, and she owned a bus company, and my grandfather drove buses. And so I remember her taking me. She said, "You really like those dolls? Well, let me show you something. You want to see something really cool? I'll take you to my nursery." And I'm thinking, okay. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna go back here and see some just regular dolls. Wow. When she took me in that room, I can remember like it was yesterday. There were mats on the floor, with babies playing. There were babies in the bed, looked like they were crying with their mouths open, different expressions, newborn babies, toddler babies. There was babies in the swing. There were babies with bottles. There were babies, with teeth. I mean, they were very, very realistic. I mean, they looked so real. And my grandmother was like, fascinated with me because it just lit my whole face up. I mean, that was so amazing. And I said, Grandma, because my grandmother practically raised me. And I said, Grandma, I said, when I get grown, I'm going to collect dolls just like this, Grandma. I said, I got to find these dolls. I want one. So my grandmother would try to find a realistic one like those. And she found one that was pretty close, but it was a sleeping doll, but it was so sleeping until how some sleeping dolls can almost look like they're not alive. Well, that one, I mean, I know they're not alive, but you know what I mean. And so that one was like that, but I still loved it because it felt real and it looked real and it was heavy. And I didn't let people play with it much. So, but yeah, so even, my 16th birthday, I went and bought my own doll. And, but yeah, so I said, when I get older, I'm going to, get them. So as I was having kids, and I had one daughter, Tabitha, she liked dolls. She was into dolls. So I would buy her nice dolls. My one daughter would collect Barbie dolls, and I bought her Barbie dolls and spent lots of money on them. She still has her Barbie doll house, and she's 18. But I hated Barbie dolls growing up. I didn't see the point. I thought they were dumb. I know. Here I am being judgmental. But, one of my close friends, she was a Barbie doll fanatic, and I was real baby dolls, and we were just opposites, but we didn't, I didn't bother her Barbies, she didn't bother my dolls. But anyway, back to the story. So I would buy my daughter dolls, and she would bring them in there. Mom, you got to be the grandma. You got to feed it. And you got to change the diaper. Well, I actually like playing with her with the dolls. And so it was funny because even when my daughter got older, my neighbor's daughter was a couple years younger, and she would go out there and they would lay the blankets out in the grass like they were having picnics and play with the dolls and stuff. And I thought it was so wonderful. And I think she still secretly come in and play with my dolls because, you know, she gets kind of upset if one leaves that she likes or something. But so that was my way of still playing with dolls, you know, through my kids. And then, you know, she kind of outgrew them. And I remember JCPenney's had a doll that looked so real, but it was about $200, I think. And I couldn't afford it at the time. So I was young, and all my kids were babies and stuff. And oh my God, it bothered me so bad. And I really wished that I could afford it. And at the time I was married, and my ex-husband said, you know, one day we'll be able to get, you know, you'll be able to get it or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, or whatever. And, you know, it kind of went away. And then, you know, as things got better in my life and my kids got older and I was making more money and things got a little bit more comfortable for me financially, I thought, I don't know, I think it was like income tax time one year. And I said, you know, I'm going to look up lifelike dolls and see if I can find me a doll, because I wanted to buy me something really nice because I hadn't spent money on myself. And I said, I'm going to look up lifelike dolls. So I Googled it. And I Googled it and I found Cuddle Me Soft. And so that was Cuddle Me Soft, Faye O'Neal. And oh my God, I was in love with her rooting. I was in love with her babies, the painting. Oh my God, I was in love with it. But the price tag was unbelievable. And I was like, I can never afford that. And so then watching her website, and then I started Googling more and more. And then I seen it was called Reborns. So I Googled that. And then I stumbled across eBay. And then I started watching. I said, you know what? And I learned how to put stuff on my watch list. Long story short, that's how I could end up with my first Reborn. I knew he wasn't the most realistic one that was out there, but it was a good price, and I bid it, and then I got outbid, and then the person didn't pay, and so the seller came back to me with the next best offer, and so I got him, and I was so excited, and it started from there. And that artist is still, we're friends on Facebook, and we still communicate. And she was excellent. She's just a great person. His rooting was fabulous. And to me, he was the realest baby ever, because I had never seen, you know, I mean, I knew it was more, but I mean, he was, to me, still very, very, very realistic. And he is, but, you know, as I started growing in my collection, I started seeing there's more sculpts and different things features and all that and stuff that I like. And then I just, my taste started to change, and I start to develop what I like and what I don't like, and, different things, and following different artists. And then I saw Lorna Miller Sands were another artist that I originally used to follow. She was still a silicone doll, and I thought, wow, you got to be rich to ever afford a silicone doll. I thought never in a lifetime I'd afford a silicone doll. So, yeah. So, and I've had the experience to see one of her babies in person, and it's just been an amazing journey along the way. There's been bumps in the road, and different hiccups, and when Laura died, it was sad in the community. And because when I came into the community and I started seeing her doing these babies, giving away free babies, I was like, wow. I was just like blown away. I thought that was like the most greatest thing in the world, like the most nicest, kindest act. And so I mean, it's been a lot, a learning experience, and I'm still growing and still learning, and there's different things that I'm starting to like, and But yeah, that's how I got into it, and from there, it's one thing to the next, and so yeah, I've always wanted to do this, and I'm so thrilled to be able to do it. And when I first started out, it was like, yeah, okay. And my guy didn't take it that serious, and then he started looking at the babies, and as I got more realistic ones in, he started like, oh, okay, wow. And now it's like he's like fascinated as I am when a new one come. He wants to see it, see what it looks like and stuff, but he's not to the point where he's like, okay, I'll buy you a baby. He has, like, he'll give me money for it. He'll say, do something for yourself. And I said, I'm going to spend it on towards a doll. And he's like, if that's what makes you happy. So, he'll do something like that, but he's not going to just outright buy me a doll. So, but I think it was it Paris? I think it was Paris. Paris or Remy. It was either Paris or Remy. I can't remember. One of the two. He told me he almost made their picture his screensaver at work. And I was like, whoa. That was pretty cool. But yeah, he supports. I said, do you think I'm weird because I collect the dolls? And he said, no, I think it's your hobby. And he said, and if it makes you happy, then I want you to be happy. But it's not his hobby, but he respects it. And eventually, he would come over and all the babies be piled up in the bed. And he's like, now where am I supposed to lay? To watch the football game. He want to lay across the bed and stretch out. And then, I'm like, don't lay on my baby, move the baby over. And he's moving the babies over and covering them up and stuff, putting cover on them like they're getting cold and silly stuff. And so he said, you gotta, because I was sleeping in the guest bedroom because we had this house built. I slept downstairs originally because I just had surgery, and so climbing the steps wasn't good, and we were, want to slowly furnish the house off and stuff like that or whatever. And so I slept in the guest bedroom. And he's like, you're getting too many babies. He's like, you're going to have to go ahead and move upstairs. He said, and you can just make this a doll room. And he's like, I mean, we'll need it for a guest bedroom if we have guests. But, for the most part, let's just make this a doll room so that you can have space. And so, yeah, he's pretty cool with it. And it's to the point where now, like even when he comes and visit and the babies are in the bed and I'm in my room now because they have their little, Indy has his bed, and sometime I'll have like the bouncer up there or something if I have another baby. He'll just go ahead and, put him in the bed or whatever and stuff and get in and watch TV or whatever. But yeah, it's not really like a big deal for him. My mom is really into it, and I'm the oldest sister of 5 girls from my father, and I have one sister that we were raised together really closely, and she's really into the babies, and we chat, and she's on my Facebook page, and she's she kind of learned the stuff about the sculpts and stuff. And when I'm getting a new baby, she wants to see work in progress pics, and it's very special. And one day maybe she'll get one. Like both of us have schnauzers, and we usually do stuff alike. She's into tattoos. I'm into dolls. She has lots of tattoos, and so I told her that I'm gonna go with her and we're gonna get tattoos together. And she said one day she's going to get her a Reborn too. So, yeah, this hobby can be so much fun, so much joy. But that's just pretty much my road of where I've been through. And it's an addiction of wanting new babies and wanting different sculpts and wanting, you get a rush getting a package. Even like today, getting these little barrettes for my baby, it gave me such a rush, like, to open a package, you know, something for the babies, just, you know. But now I'm like, I think I want to get to a point where I can spoil my babies and, you know, dress them and get them cute clothes. And I'm going to start doing them more pacifiers and collecting pacifiers and maybe some cute hair accessories and stuff. And I think I'm going to stop buying babies, even though today I almost put a down payment on another full body silicone baby. But I thought about it. I don't want another real big baby. If I want a baby, I want it to be a girl and it to be in between Indy size and India size. So I didn't do that. And I think, you know, I still chat with different artists and stuff, and we discuss babies, and I still watch babies and stuff. But I think at this point, I think I need to stop. I think my collection is good where it's at. I have my Lulu kit. And I will get my Lulu kit. K Nursery has one that's just gorgeous. I mean, the paintwork and everything. I'm not crazy about the hair, the way the hair is done, but everything else on that baby I love. But it'll be going on eBay soon. And for those that have been watching me for a while, I've been crazy about Lulu kit since I came in the community. Because there was one collector that had a Lulu kit, and I thought it was so awesome that the baby could suck his thumb. And so, yeah, so I thought that was like pretty cool. And so I'm really thrilled with the Lulu kit, and I have one in my closet, and it's sitting there. And I also have, and I don't mind sharing because I don't think I'm going to get it reborn. I also have a Romy Striatum kit pre-ordered because I was thinking that I would need a toddler. But I don't think I'll get it reborn. I may either hold it in my closet or either I'll sell the kit. The only kit I know that I'll eventually at one point get done is the Lulu kit. I know that eventually I will get that Lulu kit done, but I want it to be done perfectly for me, and I want it to be done, I don't know, I want it to be very special because I've waited on that baby for so long. It's just got to be everything that I want it to be. And I'm pretty sure I'll end up getting Marlon to reborn it. But then that will be it. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. Maybe Christmas or my birthday. My birthday's in September, So yeah, I'm pretty much content, pretty much done. And that is it. I know this has been a long video. Just wanted to come and chat as I'm cooking my quick dinner. I'm having pizza rolls, so I don't feel like cooking. It's been a eventful week for me. So it's time to wind down. Easter is coming. Oh, I gotta get the babies ready for Easter. Yeah. So yeah. I think we're gonna do pajama night Saturday. So maybe you guys can do pajama night with us. I don't know. But I'm gonna put all the babies in pajamas, I think, Saturday night. And yeah. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my videos and leaving awesome comments. And I always read them. A lot of times I'm reading them on my breaks and stuff at work. I can't always reply to all of them on my breaks, but when I get home, I read them through my Gmail, and then so that I don't burn my data. And then I come home and I comment at night or respond, and some of you guys inbox me, and if you know, I forget to check my inbox sometime, but I normally respond within 24 hours, so I try to remember to check it at least once a day. Sometimes I skip a day, but for the most part, 24 to 48 hours, I'm responding to your inbox. So keep sending me messages. I send lots of hugs to everybody, and I'm getting back to me.